Obviously, last games is a off kind of story, but they're going to have one off game per day anyway. So I'm looking forward to see how 4AM is going to pick it up.
I think a lot of teams had a lot of pundits even, I should say, had a lot of high expectations for 4AM coming out of the Chinese region, of course, the PCL and all that stuff. But anyway, gentlemen, thank you very much. It is time, as we have a lot of fans here for China as they look to continue themselves a strong position. Let's head over to Pansy and Sims for all the action on Miramar.
Thank you, and I think I'm so impressed to see just how that leaderboard has changed already. One game and suddenly we're seeing teams pushing in towards that top 10 position. No one's safe. We're seeing a bit of a break ahead at the top of the league, or should I say the leaderboard, but there's still so much room for other teams to push their way up.
I mean, when we look towards STK, for example, they're no longer bottom. One good game had sent them, not necessarily flying up the table, but certainly jumped them 5 places. And this kind of speaks louder volumes for the poor performance for the first 3 games. You put yourself at a disadvantage the further we go down the line during this one. But I'll tell you what is impressive, 4 games in, and all 4 Korean teams in the top half of the table.
It certainly is impressive, and the crowd loves it as well. We've got so many fans coming out, and I hope we see more from 4AM this time. I love watching them play. Let's see, new playing path. They haven't seen this one yet for us, really. They're more northern stuff.
I'm just listening to the fans. This is something I've yet to kind of experience in pubg, this level of volume and this level of support for individual teams. It's a wonderful thing to see, especially in a game so early in its esports life. Big things certainly to come for 2019, but more about this game. Northern's flight path, as you mentioned, starts at Alcantara, will be ending just between El Azhar and Impala. This proves difficult hunting ground, should be a team that likes to head further down south, Primacera, Los Leones. Yes, you'll be able to get there, but you'll certainly be a little bit later in comparison to the teams that have gone straight out of the plane. OP Rangers, different grounds this time round. They'll still be kicking in, lingering around the backside of Windstrike. Windstrike have gone further into El Pozo this time. C9, getting a read on it. They've already got vehicles, we can see it on the map. C9 will be able to try and reposition here, as a few of them are still in the air.
And I'm sure the sideline... One truck back caps has got it. Has anyone got a car? Let's a gun, should I say? So we have ENF picking up 1. Waikikamukow is going to be coming out and saying hello. Envy, go boys, go! You've got to run as fast as you can. Get away. Put the pedal down. Oh, they lost out on Venerated. Ronan with the precision coming in. He just found a gun, and it's been stolen.
I got yoinked straight out of his hands. The bullets will keep on going. It's so easy to do. I know these shots are difficult to hit, but when they're not wearing armor, they are easy pickings. And that's also a very important stance to show you how this works out. These points are so imperative. You can get the knock, and all of a sudden one player from absolutely nowhere just takes that from them. So all the work, those landed shots for the knock, it's all for naught. They get no points at all from that.
Yeah, and I was about to say that I'm sure the sideline reporters brought up to us last time that Windstrike had a tougher time in Pozo. They didn't have the clean loops. I think it was 4AM who went over there, if I'm not mistaken. And 4AM didn't have the best of games either. So maybe this is better for them. Maybe they're back in their home territory. They feel more comfortable. And with the circle where it is, they can't be displeased with that.
I mean, 4AM have had a consistent day so far. No wins in the bag, but a 4th, a 5th, and a 3rd. That's what that's what you want, with 21 kills to boot as well. They have gone hunting. I believe they are 2nd on the leaderboards when it comes to kills, only outdone by the Rangers, who are sitting on 29. Yep. So 16th place, you can afford to have them, not consistently. Unfortunately, this is kind of what we saw from teams that didn't make it to the grand finals. We have lost 8 since yesterday. Yes, it's harsh, but this is the whole point of a group stage. You unfortunately cut some teams who are getting the cream of the crop for the grand final. 17, a little bit of room. STKs and a 2-2 split around them. You got Adam and Purdy in the top, Halo and Uncivil down just off to the south. between Hacienda. AFF also not too far in the distance. Centrally, not many teams kicking it around. Maybe Sharky, Opsitec minus Generales. There are certain areas of mid. The topography of that area is insane for what is essentially a oil pump station.
NN might just be hunted by. I think James is on the move, so he stays alive from out. Let's head over to the reporters. What have you guys seen so far? You guys are pretty sure 4am. Anything similar to that this time around?
Yeah, literally leading on about that. Obviously, 4am went out in 16th place last time without Opozo, and the plane, pretty much went straight over. Big adjustment. Hacienda is the place they want to be, so it's a big change for them, and obviously that will affect how. For ages on these loop paths and the rotations and everything that goes with it.
Also for free, Winstrike didn't contest them whatsoever, the loop paths and loop around Hacienda.
Yeah, meanwhile, of course, NIP on the fly, which is great to see, and that's why they're in the finals. Back to you, boys.
Thank you very much. I think it's mostly... be around that San Martin area. Team Liquid in that 2-2 split. We did see a couple of players going fast, but it's so good.
One carries it for the simple fact that it gives you quite extremely fast. The SLI individuals like Stalor, for instance, who's been to that role. You need to be able to land the shots because
You like an M249, so I mean you can't talk. Been a single kill with it this game?
Where's the one been dropped yet?
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying has there been a kill with it? It's viable at my trash tier.
Yes, I play duos. I get 4 kills, I am happy.
Richard, Winstrike just kind of, around, moving themselves into position.
You're essentially a beacon, right? Yeah. Okay, you're in smoke and you're safe maybe from gunfire, but it's like, well, you know where I am. And if a player's committed essentially to rezzing, you throw the grenade. You don't have to go for the follow-up because then it'll knock the second one, kill the one that's been rezzed, and the rest of the team, they're just going to fly away and run. So it's an easy bleed-out point. It's 2 points, job done.
Yeah, it's a really nice pickup. And looking at the circle, everyone's very centered here. Everyone's getting there. VSG a little further north. There's a little bit of a northern contingent, I guess. But no one's really threatened yet. Incognito a slap bang in the middle. Team Liquid did have that 2-2 split, which they're still retaining. 17 Gaming, 2-2 as well. So a lot of the teams opting for those 2-2 splits still.
Look, this map, it's night and day to what we see from Erangel.
God, everyone's in 2-2 right now, apart from Cloud9 really in that area.
And a lot of them sometimes...
focus on something else right now.
We'll keep locking onto this. If it all kicks off, then we can move to it. But you could see the ideology. They knew they were down. They had 2 players in the back, so they could pull up. That nade's going to do damage.
That's from AG. What?
Indigo onto your boy, Dre. Where's that?
How? How did that happen?
Okay, so this is to the right hand side of
Richard, they're
Mims.
pushing.
Death
Shox is
squad.
on the way. They're going into this one. It's a firing squad on the other side, though. Hexagon's found 1. 17 Gaming have been good so far. They've taken down RDK. They took down Hexagon, but they're losing out on players. Kato is holding the angle. He holds it so well. Comes in for the confirmation. And I don't see the remaining player for 17 Gaming.
Questionable shoulder peak to just show your head like that,
Monkeying so
especially.
far away.
He can't. There's nothing he can do. He now has to play for survivability. If you go over there, you're either going to die on arrival. I'd rather stay to this point and just keep them in. Otherwise, they're out in 16th. There's no point. It was questionable to make the push like that when they had so many up. I know there was only 1 knock, but yeah, flooding a building like that, it's always going to be difficult.
Is that Hacienda right now?
Yeah, this is Hacienda, and it looks like Windstrike took the early ground, but
Big
STK
boy.
just
Here we
pulled
go.
up. I think the fact that they're on the building as well, they have this information. Whether or not they know that they are surrounded.
Nice position from Nuki as well. Buddy Cuddy tries to go on a bit of a deeper angle to give himself a way in, but you had Tixu up top, and then you did have Nuki up to the side. So Buddy Cuddy's going to try and tuck himself in. They need to trade back in, and they get it from Adam find Jorski. There's still a chance here. There's fire from afar, which actually might help out Shoot to Kill, as now Nuki goes down. Shoot to Kill is still alive here. Tixu up top, though. Look at this dirty little angle he sat in, hiding in the corner. The nade confirms Buddy Cuddy is still bleeding out. Temi goes down. This is big from Shoot to Kill. They've got some points being racked up here, but can they save that remaining man?
Windstrike didn't deal with the fact that there was several people, like this area is
This is a
split
dirty
into-
angle. He knows it. That's so sick, Raylo. That is so good. You can tell this team plays this game a hell of a lot. Now that says nothing at all, but to even consider that angle coming out onto that little balcony ledge is really, really smart. That means you will be able to get your man back up at Purdy Cuddy. That is so good from Shoot to Kill. I'm so happy seeing that.
Checky corners, they do it and they do it well, and they complete. Windstrike from the face of the planet. Hacienda, it's split into 2 buildings, and that was the problem. 2 of them were left unchecked at the back building, so they pretty much crawled up behind them. While Purdy Cuddy went down, Windstrike looked like they were just focused so hard on maybe picking up that point that they struck when the time was right. aw1 will be trying to see if they can get some kind of random knock. Oh, actually, AG have pulled up. They didn't go by. 1 of them did. The 3 of them were left standing. I'm regaming. They've been doing some damage, a lot more than what I expected. Credit to the guys so far. Had a decent tournament. 2 members here from aw1. If they can remove them from this position, it'll give them a bit of an anchor in the north. It's not the greatest place to stay because everyone else is setting up around them. STK to the left-hand side, 4am can hear this in the distance. They're just in the hillside as well.
That's why you don't slow peek windows. DMG just giving us a display on that one. Especially now here at Car 98, you do not repeat that window. Again, they are out of nades though. That's a smoke. They only have smokes left. RDK put down a lot of them earlier on. I'm not sure if Callow has any left. I don't think so. And we saw what General did on his own last time.
With a UMP as well, yeah. To be able to not only survive, but to pick up frags while doing so. That nade's pretty good. Damage by name and by nature. Grenade up, over, through the window, down they go. Now it's time to push, now it's time to strike. Cataldo, he'll essentially just have a long hallway that he needs to hold. There's nothing else he can do here but stand his ground.
He's got a nice little off angle though, holding that one slightly further down, and they don't have utility, it looks like, to try and break into this. Honboya seems aware there's a chance. This is good. This is going to try and get clear as they go on, but will he hear the steps? He's definitely heard something. Honboya takes the nade, fakes it out, tries to pull the player, peeks around the corner, and it's Omri Gaming claiming that one. The compound is theirs, the kills are theirs, and all the loot awaits.
I love the bait, just pull the pin. Have done with it. He pulls out.
Forced him out of the building.
The amount of times you will do it though when it comes to healing, you'll see somebody just start the med kit. You'll hear this, the syringe go off this time, okay, well time to go, then all of a sudden they're sat there waiting with a gun because they've cancelled it halfway through. Like, thank you very much. Lovely little cheeky bait and switch, picks up a point, more importantly, picks up a bit of prime territory. Again, you're banking on the circle going towards the north. VSG, do you know Tempo Storm is here? You do now. Maluk opens up, there's one, doesn't get the second. There is a response here, grenades. They're starting to become a reality to force VSG back. But he killed his teammate. While doing so, it was a good defensive
That
grenade,
one
but
finds it.
unfortunately...
Hey, look, He made up with it on the second. That's fine. If you have to lose out on him, you have to lose out on him. It's not ideal, but you got to do something. Sharky being proactive here. But VSG are not going down without out of fight. Zampa unleashing hell with the nades, confirming on the player that was knocked. Sharky is a very hefty fragger. This guy can be a real animal if he can find the right place. But Hulk, you could say the same thing. Sharky now looking for more though. Down to 2. Tempo Storm trying to go around the corner. Star-Lord says no. Sharky looking for the trade. He gets denied. VSG finding Tempo Storm.
That one player on the outside was the problem that they didn't deal with. They didn't realise he pulled up separately compared to the rest of them and took the rock side. He was able to hold the off angle in the end, take out Sharky, which pretty much completed the rest of Tempo Storm. It gave them no way to get out of that engagement and essentially boxed them in. Yes, they lose a player while doing so, but it's certainly worth the trade. The Rangers sitting happy at the moment at the top of the leaderboard by a fair amount of points as well. It's time for them to prove their worth.
Oof, that was a shot. Waika Kamukau taking down one of the Rangers very low. For Incognito, though, they sadly are anything but right now. They've got the attention of just about everyone. You've got ENF close by, you've got the Rangers close by, you've got 4am potentially finding shots, but NIP are keeping them busy. The North is split between 3 teams-ish. 17 Gaming down to their last player alive as Barbo making a very risky move on that very low HP bike.
4am have to be careful. They're playing this the same way they played the last one, sticking on the edge. They are in the vehicles now, so I'm intrigued to see where they're going. I'll be disappointed if they just take a compound somewhere in the middle of nowhere as opposed to going central. If they do go central, this puts them in a very good spot for this next circle. It actually looks like they're doing it in the back lines. I've seen 2 vehicles moving, but taking a lot of fire while doing so. Liquid, how much room did they have? Okay, a fair amount. Santi's on the backside, just towards the graveyard, watching for any teams that want to come downhill. They'll be able to force the engagement or maybe even box them in.
4am.
That was the transfer. As mentioned, crossing that open way.
No, 4am are in so much trouble. Forever's just been found as well. This is 2 different teams. Shoot to Kill just found him. AG has found him, and 17 Gaming are close by. This could be devastating for them.
I said I wanted to see them central up, but certainly not into the middle of nowhere. You'd have to expect with 42 players alive that going to that area is basically a death trap. It's, I'm surprised they've also managed to get the rest back off. Captain and Godfrey, they'll be able to get the smokes and maybe they get Forever up and keep the 4-man stand.
NIP about to come in towards the Rangers as well. You can see him in the distance coming through. Nice shots coming out as well. Yeah, they are. They're sliding up here. This is going to be the Rangers waiting for them with open arms. And Gaxi, lucky to be alive. The Rangers. Oh no, it's been confirmed. Killed by MBS. It's a disaster for NIP. The Rangers are mopping them up, and there's got to be nothing left for them now. Fard's been killed as now we're seeing 4am under pressure. Miraku goes down, and the Rangers with a big nade to close it out.
The Rangers, AFF, VSG, all shooting at NIP.
Horrible,
unfortunately, they run
crash,
one of themselves over as well, so even NIP against them. That's how to dismantle a team, just like that. 4 different teams completely decimating them on arrival. The Rangers, they'll pick up points, not that they needed enough anyway, sitting already steadily at the top of the board. But they have a beautiful position, both them and Intus. The circle could be interesting late game because it will force that, should it kick them out of that area, because it is a ditched area. The circle actually centralised on it, so this will be a fun one.
Oh no, the North is horrible as well. Troxy's just found ZGG. Monkey King's been waiting the whole time though. He's been in this compound. I don't know if he can survive this quick aggression from AG, taking down 17 Gaming. They've had a tough run this time.
They have. Unfortunately, they won't really be able to do much. I mean, with one man, what really can you do? 4am's holding on for dear life, but again, they're still in this really exposed area. C9, Liquid, Envy, all these powerhouse Western teams, they have
PSG,
to make a movement into the circle. That will wake Envy up. That gives them some information that there is a team lingering on this backside. I've seen where the grenade came from as well, so you'll be able to home down on that one. Interrogate, unfortunately, does go down, not confirmed yet. Grenade trying to find Ibby.
So isolated. Yeah, this is a horrible position for Envy. They've got Team Liquid basically holding them in, and VSG being a pain for the back lines, but they're not going to stick around too long, VSG. They want to move up themselves. They've just taken down Interrogate and left. They've gone over to the remainder of AFF. That's going to be NN trying to stay alive. You can see him just in a horrible spot here. Going to put himself in the ditch and just pray for safety. Cloud9 beating Team Liquid to the punch, though, as there's the rest of VSG pulling up.
That could be, if they took the vehicles now, they could get a really wild rotation, actually maybe make it in around the eastern side of Incognito. That'd be the only respite that they would get.
Why could Kabuko just stole the frag?
STK is playing this one clever. They've got ahead of Armour Gaming. They need to be really, really careful. Oh dear. Okay. That's VSG and AFF still going at it head to head.
AFF just lost out on their final player and then went down to the remainder of VSG, who took fire from everyone else. So that was a real quick scrap in the bottom left side.
Where does Hulk go now? Like, where do you go? Maybe he does what I mentioned, which, there's going to be so many people who can have an eye on him. They pushed him back into the He should be a goner. There he is. Bye-bye. 10th position will be the Gravebeard in Game 2 of Miramar on Civil. And speaking about ball action, opening up onto AG, which now puts them in a tricky spot. What do? Do you go for the res? Do you carry on going forward? This will really slow them down. Jempty finally finds a frag onto the side of C9.
They're going to push this too. They've got to go. This area is not made for more than one team. And Shoot to Killer do what they can. Jempty's nade farm came fine. We have to see what they're up to here. Shoot to Killer trying to keep down 4am pin, but this battle is going to be deadly. Globes and K-Mine knocked you. Profi and Nerf on the way. Team Liquid moving in. DMG bleeding out as we watch him just in the smoke. Shoot to Kill. Living up to that name.
Yeah, we have to get on board with Liquid at the moment because they're making the advancement here. There's the cleanup crew inside the kill feed. Jempty hunkering down, waiting inside the graveyard, hoping that two players do decide to get a little bit overzealous.
He can't peek it. He can't peek it. He cannot peek that.
The range though, Liquid are getting hit in the backside from Incognito.
They're keeping him pinned, and now Shoot to Killer joining in. They stole the kill on K-Mind. He was knocked. They were trying to get him back up here. This is so uncomfortable for Jempty. You need to leave that little area, and he knows it. He's going to try and find a way out, maybe put down a bit of a bait smoke. Cloud9 just on the other side. Profi moving up on a vehicle. Is he just trying to get out of there? I think he is. Samty wants this though. Samty has just heard this go off. Has to get out and find Profi. Oh no. Profi pulls up, looks to turn around. Samty feels the eyes on his back as well. 4am have just gone down.
I'm surprised they survived for so long. STK find their North American friends. Unfortunately, it will be the hands of C9. Liquid have to do this, and again, this is because of, basically, you can see the cliff face now. I mean, you can potentially, if you want to... so this now acts as basically a sandwich, Lauren. They're up against that, but there's three teams behind them. The Rangers and Envy are going to have to make the same move.
Yeah, the Rangers are about to find Envy, so that's going to be happening. You can see this one unfolding. Moody is on the run. He's already low. He's got potentially Cloud9 in front of him as well. This is horrible. Okay, Cloud9 are gone down. STK hold the line. They are in the circle. Liquid have just pulled up. They are safe now, but STK can get the higher ground. The Rangers trying to run the same line. ENF going on the eastern side. Incognito still safe as well. You have one remaining AG player. That's just 6 teams here. Shoot to Kill can destroy Liquid if they're unaware. Halo is moving up. Ibby's on the other side. Jempty's there. This could be very, very close by fighting. Halo spots out one. Ibby, he's got the angle, and Ibby's going to have to fall away from this. His support system is not in place. Good play from Shoot to Kill. They're so paranoid about that top of the hill. They're going to nade that out.
It's okay talking about this fight, Lauren, but literally lingering in the distance behind them, the Rangers are slowly but surely making their way to this position.
Are they on top or down below?
They're down below. They're on the cliff ridge line just at the bottom. They may essentially get fed into STK here. You can see the slow walking is real. They're trying not to give away their position by making too much noise here because Liquid could lowball the grenades and basically bottleneck them.
Okay,
this is going to be a mess. I mean, the better thing was Ibby's pause. He held for a second, didn't get no frag, that's fine, but he got the information and forced STK off their backside.
See, but Shoot to Kill don't necessarily know it's Liquid that have now gone further north. They might still think that potentially it's the Rangers until they get that first knock. On the eastern side, you have Incognito and Entus potentially about to fight.
Liquid looking down. Liquid might catch them. They have. There is a response here. They see them. Two of them side to side. Trades off. Jempty.
It's go time for Shoot to Kill. They've got to push this now, Rich. They have to get involved in the fight. They're doing just about that. Uncivil finds one of them. Barbo goes down. Where is the rest? Can they find any more? Ibby trying to fight on one side, but they're losing out on players. This is scrappy. This is perfection from Shoot to Kill. They're just twisting the screws to make it hurt here. Nade comes over. If that bounces down the right place. Oh my God. What a nade coming out from the Rangers as well. These guys are trading back into this too, but Shoot to Kill becoming the king of this hill.
STK is absolutely causing a massacre on this side of them. They need to be very, very careful here. They're going to deal with that last player, Hotboyer, up in the north. Once he's gone, that's theirs. It's free. It's clear. But they have to be careful. They don't get too overzealous. They've got some kills.
Do they know the Rangers are still there?
I mean, they've left one person back in the form of Uncivil, which is
But he's not looking. I don't know if they know the Rangers are in this position.
Maybe
They are now,
the Rangers
but-
have just given away their own position by throwing a grenade.
I don't think they realised initially. They got to pull back one of the players. Yeah, this is really dangerous for Uncivil. He's got to move forward and try and find a new spot. The Rangers could get the high ground. What a gift here. They just did not know this. Shooter Killer now split too thin. Puddy's on his own because they were looking towards that next circle for that next fight, and now they've been reminded, wait, maybe we're not cleared just yet, but there's so many other threats still alive.
The smokes will be put up, which again gives STK the information that they need. The Rangers might actually be dealt with by Incognito here. Do STK a favour. Homeboy is still lingering in the north. Entus have been rather quiet. They've been sat on the eastern bank for quite some time. Pretty much held at gunpoint by Ronan alone because he's on the elevated building with the windows up top, so he can basically look through a post box and hold them back. This is the exact position I'm talking about. Thank you, observers. He's just been sat here just picking and poking and peeking and holding them back, but don't count out Entus just yet. They've not had many engagements, so their gear, their utility, it's going to be fantastic.
That nade was so close. Buddy Curdy just got the nade through and got the kill for himself. DG98 still stands barely as Entus consider, is it time to push up now for ourselves? Boya moving in as well. They have a lot of utility left, Rich.
They've not been in any fights at all or engagements. They can keep going here. STK is on 14 kills.
Yeah, but Shooter Killer as well as safe from Incognito, so they can focus this path for now.
Good
and actually
lord.
the kill's gone over to Incognito. Good play. Where's that next little flex coming from? Look at the nade. Look at ENF's positioning. Ronan needs to be careful. It goes too deep. Now we see the final battles emerging. We have 4 players alive for 2 teams. That's actually pretty impressive. But they lost out one. Trade comes back in from Indigo. He doesn't want to let this one go just yet for Entus. With 3 players standing, how do they break back into this new circle? Shoot to kill. Oh, they've been caught out by Homeboya. He's been slowly working his way forward. That's 2 kills. Is it a third? Buddy Cuddy goes down. 1 man alive for Shoot to kill. Can he trade back in, or is this too little too late? Oh my god, he has just destroyed Shoot to kill.
Everything that was going well for STK just fell at the hands of one player waiting in the distance, Yak. He's got to read on his position, trying to deal with him. This now alleviates all that pressure that Entus had on the opposing side. They've been allowed to get themselves back together here. They were taken down, I think, to 2 players at one point, and they're actually getting the res. Homboya, you absolute clutch master, what a play!
I don't know what is on that AG team. We've seen 2 players now individually go big against this. Now Yak is looking for it. He knows what... What's up? Alo's still alive as well. Incognito have 3. This is scary territory. It looks like they want to sweep and clear this. ENF move forward. Indigo, Yak, all looking to try and find Homboya, but this man is an animal. He's found so many. 2v2. Incognito trying to go for the flank, going northeast. Trying to them now. Taking the low ground. 4 players stand in sight, leaning the angle.
And again with the smoke up, that'll give them kind of area to aim for.
Yeah, but if they just focus on that...
split, that's the...
But look at the lights. Young Yang can just hold the push. Oh, okay, we've got a Molotov. We've got some bit of an area denial here. Juxie's looking for one. The nade's going to clear this out as well. But they're burning the utility on this smoke. Xion Yang might just peek that ridgeline. If he does, Incognito are not in the best position. But that nade could be very nice here. Could do some damage, and it does.
The second one to follow up, and they need to be really careful here. They're committing to use all their utility and fair play, you might as well, because they're the ones that have the move here to strike. Go, go, go.
They're going for it inside 5-1, gets tagged on the frag, the turn comes in, it's so far with the upper hand.
This isn't that last game. STK putting up big frags on the board. But man of the hour, we have to talk about it. Homboya.
What a play.
What in God's name did you eat this morning? Like, every single shot he made count. When you're a solo like that, if you're going to take a frag, you need to go for the confirmation, right? Because there's always going to be somebody behind you that you know you're going to be 2 people every single time. So you go for the knock and instantly for the flush. He didn't. He just moved on to teammates. I mean, that was STK's game essentially to win. They were feeling it. They were rocking and rolling.
Hot hands coming
and they had a full four-man team, and he basically just broke everything that they built throughout that game into a billion pieces.
That was insane from him. I've got to say, so far, that's one of the best individual plays I've seen. Now, keep in mind, General in the game just prior, well, not just prior, but he's shown he can clutch as well. We have so many big individuals for AG here. I don't know what to make of that. I've got to say, for me, I thought that was Incognito's game. I thought that was theirs. I really did. I didn't think Entus could have played that out. That switch to the nade made my heart stop. Oh my word.
Well, you do it though, don't they? Sometimes there is a panic thing and then the aggression.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also surprised from the Incognito player, he didn't take advantage on that and actually push it. I know the grenade was come out, but rather than wait for him to... And again, he couldn't even get his health back, because when you've got the blue moving, unless you're stimmed going into that fight...
You can't take that second.
No.
You know someone's going to push you.
Same with the grenade, it's like switching out, going for the heals. For AG though, I know it's not the team that won, but just to kind of give some sort of bigger picture here.
Yeah.
We're seeing these individual performances, but it's not really setting a story in the bigger picture, because when you look at the placements they've had, 16, 15, 12, in the first few games of Erangel, there was nothing really from them, no signs of life, but then we're getting these individual fraggers that are making it later onto the game and picking up points as well. If that team manages to go away, shake off the rough starts and figure out, okay, where are we falling down on rotation paths, should we change things up?
They could be scary.
They could be that top spot.
My word. Alright, I need a break. After seeing what Humble just did, I need some fresh air. I need to go outside and calm down for a bit. Guys, do stay tuned. We'll be back for the desk, the interviews, and everything else you love to see in just a moment's time.
What is up, everybody? I am down here with some of the boys from ENTS, and we're here to talk about the Faceit platform and PUBG. So, guys, what do you enjoy so much about playing PUBG on the Faceit platform?
It's really like competitive versus like pubs like in normal PUBG. Like it's just totally like different like idea about the game, because like more people like try hard and want to survive more. So it's actually like great individual practice, and you can play with friends. So it's really good.
How often do you guys use Faceit to play PUBG?
I mean, basically when we're home, basically daily, 5-6 times a week, pretty much.
So how do you think Faceit has changed the competitive PUBG scene?
A lot, like because like when it started, like there wasn't that many players, but like I think it's grown like really rapidly, and now like there's so many like Finnish great players that have like found it like Faceit, so it's really great.
What are the main differences between playing normal PUBG and then playing it on the Faceit platform?
It's more competitive. Yeah. I think that's the main thing why everyone is playing it. The higher level of a gameplay. I think that's it.
What is your favourite weapon to use on Faceit?
My guns, Mini 14 and M4, definitely. Mini 4 and M4, I would say, and then I don't know, whatever plays is good for the plane. Everything goes.
And if you want to be as good as the ENTS boys at PUBG, head over to fce.gg/PUBG to play with some of the best PUBG players around the world.
See you in the face, boys and girls.
Easy friends.
Hey James, have you seen my keyboard anywhere? I'm trying to log on to Faceit so I can get my drops tomorrow, but it's missing. No? Well, I mean, alright, I'll check the desk.
Welcome back to the Faceit Global Summit, where I am here with the winning side, OGN, Entus Force, and Kale. So, your first win of the day, Kale. How is the team feeling?
자, 오늘의 첫 1위를 기록했는데 어떤 기분이에요?
일단
1등을 해서 정말 기분이 좋고 이제 앞으로도 라운드가 많이 남았기 때문에 좀 더 열심히 해서 계속 이대로 잘하는 모습 유지하도록 하겠습니다.
I feel so great, but we'll still have many rounds left. So we're gonna do our best to get the best score as ever.
Well, very humble indeed. But I want to talk about one particular guy from Armory Gaming, Hon Boya. He caused you guys a little bit of trouble. How did you deal with him?
홍보야 선수가 팀을 굉장히 괴롭게 했는데 그 선수를 어떻게 상대했나요?
일단 홍보야 선수 쪽이 일단 적은 걸 알고 세 명이서 이제 푸시를 해가지고 잡으려고 가서 이제 둘이 죽긴 했지만 그래도 잡아서 그쪽을 쓸 수 있기에 괜찮았다. 그냥 세 명이 가서 잡을 생각으로 대처를 했습니다.
So we knew that he's the only one in his team, so we put all our 3 players to push him. So finally we've got 2 down, but anyway we got him, so it didn't matter.
Well, you did, and you managed to take that chicken dinner. But before that, you had to face Joxy from Incognito, and it was a 1v1 in that situation. How did you close it out?
자, 마지막에 1대1 장면이 굉장히 멋있게 나왔는데 그때 어떻게 상대했고 어떤 기분이었나요?
일단 제가 수류탄을 들어서 이제 상대 선수가 저를 피를 깎아서 제가 뒤로 빠졌는데 상대가 이제 제 피가 적을 걸 알고 이제 나한테 오겠다 생각하고 가만히 사운드 들으면서 사운드 플레이 하면서 대기하고 있었습니다.
So my HP was so low, so I knew that he was going to come for me, but he was not going to come straight. So I was focusing on the sound. So he would where he would come, so it would be left or right, not straight. So I was just focusing on the sound.
Well, fantastic stuff there. Certainly worked out for you guys, and I can't wait to see what the final match brings for us. But before we do that, let's head back to the boys at the desk.
That's right, we thought PKL was showing up in full force in the previous couple of games, but this time... With OG and Entus Force getting themselves that victory, it means that
dominating when it comes to esports. FPS, I think, has maybe been their shakiest genre, but they are not anymore. So 4 wins in the finals. We haven't played that many games, James. That's absolutely banana.